Alright, hey folks, we're back. It should run just fine. I'm gonna turn up my fan just in case. My graphics card. Pretty hot. Ever since I got everything situated with this computer, I haven't had a crash or an overheat. But I don't want to start now. If only I could move this window. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, bit of Monster Hunter. Gonna start recording as a backup. Just in case, I don't know how it's gonna go. I did turn down the game volume because I was planning to listen to music while I do this, but that doesn't really work for a live stream. But anyway, so I played plenty of Monster Hunter World, but it was all on PS4, so I'm gonna be starting a new game for the PC. Only just bought it on Steam because it's on sale. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how the connection's gonna be. Judging from the reviews, it's better than it was at launch. I know it had a rough launch on Steam.
Sisters and brothers of the Fifth Fleet, it's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the new world.
It will also be covered in metallic sheets.
And step away now, and let no one judge you. Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way.
Just a random gamer says, never played a Monster Hunter game in my entire life, so I have no idea what's going to happen in this stream. Well, you're in luck, because this was my introduction to Monster Hunter myself. And it was a good introduction. Hey cat, come here. Need some target practice. Oh, nearly ruined my whole dinner. I really like this book.
Yo, did you hear? We're almost there. You ready to grab this new world by the horns?
Literally. It's all on a big turtle with horns. I almost got that right.
So, nervous? Believe you me, I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's happened.
Hey, aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What? No way.
God, so rude, guys.
Hey, tell us your name.
But I'm on the spot here. I feel like playing a lady. I prefer to play as a woman, usually. Bryce D says that guy's a returning character from Monster Hunter 4. Cool. Which I don't appear to have a name yet. So I gotta make the character first, and you guys can give some suggestions. We have these presets. Something kind of motherly about that look. His name was the Ace Cadet. So he didn't have a name, is the point. That actually feels like a good start, just right away, that preset. Black Assassin like the first one. Kind of grumpy lady. Grumpy or just very not sure what's happening. I like the hair physics. I'm leaning more towards this one, Ari. Do you guys prefer this one? I don't want to spend too much time making the character. Either number 1 or that's like number 9. You only get 10 presets. Either mom or an aunt. That's the impression I get from her. Get a bit of a split between 1 and 9. I can change the background. Now, of course, it's Xbox buttons, as always. Yeah, that gives me information. Oh, it does change how she looks in different lighting situations. What weapon do I plan to try? Probably insect glaive. It's my personal favorite. I love flipping around. Well, I'm gonna break the tie. I'm gonna go with 9. There's not really much I want to change about her. She doesn't need facial hair. Oh yeah, that's just the green isn't what the makeup looks like. Doesn't need to be that bright. But just give her a bit. Give the eyes some definition. And of course, gotta get some good lips in there. Oh, I have to preview them. No. That one's appropriate. Very light on clothing. That tends to be the case for women, though. You're going to see a lot of skin. Women in video games. We'll stick with the usual. Yeah, those are the undergarments, as Sinistar points out. Very similar. That seems appropriately adult. I'll stick with leather. I'm a speedy type. But there's Our Lady. What do we name her? Usually I name my characters like Pizza Jane or Pizza Joe. The worst hunter, says Fuyuki Ando. Well, nobody has, like, proper names. It's all just titles, so the Worst Hunter is a good one. Why do I have all The Worst Hunter. As for the cat... Oh, you're vicious. I'm gonna go for this one. It reminds me of my cat Shadow. As in, it's the exact same fur layout. And what do we name him? Should I name him Shadow? Fukiono says, obviously the cat is Shadow from Final Fantasy VI. I mean, that's probably not where Shadow got his name. We adopted him from our old neighbors. Because he had disappeared for like a year. Then they moved out, and then he reappeared again. But on the PS4, I made the cat all black and named him Baby after my other cat. People are supporting Shadow. Also, we just found out Shadow has another owner. It's on the house behind us on the other side of the fence, and they call him Bootsy. And we only just found out this. Yeah, Bootsy.
So, how about a toast?
It's some bread in a cup.
To the A-list! And the commission!
Cheers!
I mean, Shadow does have the little white boots
What's your theory?
on his legs.
The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason.
There goes my new best friend.
After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the guild's itching for an answer. They say the 5th Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree.
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Partner senses tingling. I'm done with this conversation.
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. That's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Oh, whoa!
Well, you wanted to hunt monsters, but they're hunting you. Good traction. I care about you, stranger. Hi, cat. It's okay, gravity is my friend. Time to learn controls, one at a time. Because right at the start, you can't run.
Hello? Anybody there?
Look what you did.
We have to do something.
I give up.
It's not safe here. This way.
Bryce D says, well, the monsters have good reason to hate humans. Backstory of the series and all. Yeah, and we keep killing them all.
We need to get out of here. I've got an idea. This way.
Sound like she changed voices. Whoa. I'm glad there's no real stamina. Oh, excuse me, handler. Keep reaching for that higher ground.
Oh, hell, wyverns. Ugh. I think my first filled with so much packing. Shoo! Shoo! This way.
You're almost polite to them as they chop off your teeth. Yeah, that's what came out of my head.
We're on. I knew it. Time to hitch a ride and get off this thing. Come on, let's go. Get a good running start, then jump.
And right into the handler's chest. I meant to say biting off my skin. Right into its mouth.
The new world.
Bryce D's. Some people get tooth fairies, others get tooth wyverns. Yukion just says the player character's face was so bored looking. Our character doesn't emote too much. We're not really a character. The handler emotes enough for the both of us, frankly. And I like the handler. She's cheerful but never annoying. Ignoring that quickly.
What's this?
What's this?
Somebody must have set up this camp.
Somebody set a camp. Oh yeah, not everyone at Reliance is voiced.
I found this in the tent.
Sometimes they're just arbitrarily not.
Well, part of one at least.
Huh. No, read it.
Looks like we're right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock. For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way.
Come here, we're gonna wrestle. I vaguely remember there's not really much you can harvest or anything in this tutorial section. Look at all the dinosaurs. Monsters are pretty much just dinosaurs if they're not bird dinosaurs.
Look, the Research Commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going.
I like sliding down the hills.
According to the map, to get to HQ, we need to...
Okay, then let's
These Aptonoths seem every bit as docile as the ones back home.
Sinistar adds, or Arctic frog sharks that inflate like balloons. But it's mostly dragons. And if they're not dragons, then they're wyverns that look like other things, but are still dragons.
Something's up. The scout flies are gathering.
That's to heal you, if you need it. We're not really going to be entering combat in this section.
Plant.
Look at the birdies. You can capture those and you can make them your pets.
I think I found the way back to base. I had the scout flies memorize my scent earlier. If you lose sight of me, just follow the scout flies, and they'll lead you right
I
to...
farted in a bush. Rice Cube says, a reminder, wyverns are 4-limbed, dragons are 6-limbed.
We can push our way through these vines.
Counting the wings. So yeah, that's correct. As in wyverns, it's... I pronounce it wyverns, others pronounce it wyverns. But wyverns, it's 2 legs and 2 wings. Whereas dragons have 4 legs. Look at the jaguar lizard. That was less of a call and more of a fit.
Okay, easy there. Don't pick a fight if you don't have a weapon. We need to hide. Come on, this way. Hurry!
Weird. I stopped caring.
Quietly. Okay, the coast is clear. Let's get going while
So I just got an
okay.
achievement for that. There's probably achievements for everything. No, you go ahead. I'll just rub up against the invisible wall. Weird that they did that in that order.
Nothing can stop us.
We do it the first time, and then she does it the second time. It's a tutorial. You do it the opposite way. I don't want to climb! Don't you laugh at me.
Wait, there's something here.
I don't want to look at it.
What is this track? There's more over there. Let's check it out.
You can pick up the footprints and tracks. When you're actually hunting the monsters, that adds to, like, your knowledge. The information you know about the monster. Yeah, Bryce Cube asking, she says you don't have a weapon, but you have a carving knife. The carving knife is actually for scouting, not for fighting. Though that may change. Or not.
Don't mind me. This way, hurry.
Okay, let's go.
It's alright, my rib cage is crushed, but not my legs. Star Exploder EX. Well, that sure is a ridiculous looking lizard. Welcome to Monster Hunter.
That is not good. What are you waiting for? Get over here.
Well, I can't run. I have to be in awe. Yeah, that wooden gate'll stop it.
Hey,
You all right?
let's go.
Okay.
Pretty but empty loading screen.
Wow.
Amazing, ain't it? Just look at this gate. It's like nature meant for us to build a stair right here.
Stara. I like it.
It's a stair. Ah.
The rest of the Fifth are already here. You're the last two.
They managed to get flung off the giant god dragon all the way here. Fugiondo, I mean, if a gate that is half closed stops an orca from escaping, then anything is possible.
I'll need to tape up your shoulder. Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it.
Be right back. You're alive.
We're not.
When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look for you.
All's well
We
that
develop
ends well.
attractions extremely fast.
Hey, we need a hand. Sorry.
Come on.
Catch you later.
We'll rarely see them again.
This here's our trade yard.
So I just realized who the handler reminds me of. She looks like Stephanie Justin, who was the actress for Quiet in Metal Gear Solid 5. Kind of has a similar face.
We've got it all here. We've got hunters to do all the exploring,
Explorers to do all the hunting.
the research, technicians to keep them going. This place is the beating heart of the Commission. Wait here a sec.
You poke it, it bleeds.
Commander, I found him.
Something sort of comical about the way he moved out of the way of that one guy. Look at him, grizzled dad. Yuki Ando says a player character also reminds me of someone.
Your reputation
Kind
has
of.
preceded you.
It might help that she looks basically like every player character I've ever made. Like, the only player character I make is an attractive goth woman.
Well, off you go.
Okay, I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start by looking for your palico. This is our stockpile. They carry most of the basic necessities.
You should drop by later to see what they have.
Hey there, Fiver.
Next is the smithy. It's this way.
It's more like falling. Sisterly fourth.
Glad you're safe.
Nobody here is just a dick. Feels like there'd be one guy. Apple enthusiast. That asshole. I guess he's the dick then.
Over here.
Fukiondo, but is this goth woman? Isn't this Mom the Hunter of Monsters? Hey, you never outgrow goth.
You're with the Commission's 5th Fleet, right? The old man in charge, my grandfather, was with the 1st. That was a long time ago. Me? I'm not with any fleet. Born and bred right here. Never even been to the old world.
And just jump in.
Here's our smithy. This is where you can craft weapons and armor. You'll be here a lot.
Wow! Look
You say that, but you have to gather up some, like, quite a bit amount of stuff.
Ooh, it's toasty in here.
Next up is the canteen. Let's check it out.
Falls back on the... yeah.
Want to get going?
You look depressed.
I am so there.
Here.
That's Palico for master.
Over here.
I'm not a meowster. Which sounds a little like shyster.
This here's our canteen.
Hey, over there.
He's so lost. But so not burnt. I love you more than your master.
I knew you'd pull through.
Right. They're calling for a council. Come on.
Yeah.
Now that you are all here,
Speaking of puns, any plans for Ni no Kuni 2? Nope.
after tracking a migrating elder dragon across the sea, the Fifth Fleet have finally arrived in Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group, worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded. Would you like to say a few words?
I didn't hate Ni no Kuni 2, I'm avoiding it because I don't want it.
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
This here is the Commission's core team. You should all get to know each other.
Looking forward to it.
For the longest time, I forgot they were there. So, like, I'd had all these missions that I hadn't turned in because I couldn't find them. They're down on the bottom floor.
Now, down to business. The latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros, a huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder dragons have been with us since the dawn of time,
And we're gonna outlive them, damn it!
altering the ecosystem, reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake.
And helping us travel.
Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
Look at angry buff cat next to him.
With the Fifth's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here.
Now we're talking!
I can't hear you!
Hunters, for the time being, I need you to focus on investigating our Jagras problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jagras' habitat. Find out what makes them tick, and we'll go from there.
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill. Make sure these hunters have everything they need.
Now
Blur.
we're talking!
You two, make it a priority to learn how we do things around here. You'll find good teachers, so don't be afraid to ask.
I know everything falls in the ocean.
You heard him. Stick with me and you'll have no problems.
The Fifth's banner promises a change in the wind. It's your job to fulfill that promise. All right, dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting the mission doesn't mean I'm ready for it.
Over here.
Huh?
Head inside your room so you can grab yourself a weapon.
Get a weapon before I kill you and do this myself. Where did you keep that, Shadow?
We've placed some basic gear for you in that equipment box. Make sure to choose a weapon that suits you.
Well, there's only one weapon that suits me. Wait, so I do start out with a weapon, what the hell? Now, my favorite... Is that it?
A lightweight weapon that lets you vault into the air and control kinsets.
Yep, that's it. I know it more as the insect glaive, but the blade. Double-sided blade lets you jump into the air. It is so much fun. And so look at the big-ass beetle on my arm.
Once you're ready, head to the canteen. I'll be there waiting with a quest.
You can get more familiar with your weapons at the training area. Just talk to the housekeeper to get started.
Helico status. Bored. Doesn't have any... Yep, nothing we can do with him right now. You also get a housekeeper. You can do some tutorials. Like, you can try out your weapons if you want. I do have roommates, but they're never in here, so... What can I do for you? Leave.
Want to get going? Handlers sort through the Research Commission's leads. And the ones they deem worth our attention become quests.
Hey!
Listen!
Over here!
In most cases, you won't have to come to the provisions. In fact, I may not even need to buy anything right now. There's just in case. Yeah, I've already got some stuff on hand. I never use the barrel bombs. I do use the trap tools, but... I don't have any weapons that use ammo. How much money do I have right now? I can buy the two right now because I know I am going to use them. I just don't know how soon. And also, if you don't need anything, you can come to your box and just stuff things in there.
Hey!
Keep the traps in there for now. I think we're set. I think we also have to go up to the handler. We can't just go off on our own. Star Exploder says, I mainly use the barrel bombs when monsters are sleeping. I don't often come across some monsters when they're sleeping, though. Oh, and of course, we have to go to the canteen and get a meal first, because that boosts our stats in time for our next quest. You can also cook a meal at the camp if you need to, but it's a good idea to get one first.
Hey!
Oh my god, shut up. I did all the work. Sinistar says if you have an archer as a companion, you can count on a monster sleeping repeatedly. God. It always feels so wrong seeing that cutscene, because that pot lid, it just comes into view as it fades out, so you know it landed on that palico. What do you want?
Yo.
Fiver, bro. I'll be actively annoying you.
Right on time.
5 minutes ago. Maybe it's just me, but I don't put butter on my bread.
Oh yeah.
I'm the cholesterol and saturated fats.
What are we waiting for? The new world awaits.
Accept what will happen to you. Only got one thing we can do. Fuyuki asks, are you locked into the weapons you choose? Nope, you can change them out any time. It can take some time, perhaps, to get the other weapons you aren't using leveled up to what you have. But that's only a matter of the parts you have. Your weapons don't actually level up. You upgrade them as you kill monsters and harvest their parts. But you could theoretically use one weapon and upgrade another weapon instead. It's all up to you.
All right. This is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1. Complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right? Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras. Let's check the map.
Well, I thought the mission was check and see if we need to kill them.
The small monsters, remember?
Which I guess was code for you will kill them.
Somewhere around here. Want to check it out?
And the Jagras are the little raptor lizards that we met. Not like cheetah lizards, more like.
The commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest.
Look at the little bunny in the back. It's kind of a big bunny, actually.
Have a look.
It's like a ferret bunny.
You should take along. Ready to go.
I do get a capture net.
Want to get going?
Don't scare it. I want it. I like to capture wild animals.
Oh yeah. Hey partner.
Be careful.
So every mission you start out with some free stuff in the item box. Aha. And there's also plenty of items for you to collect, things that you will craft and combine into potions and what have you. Or into traps. Remove capture net. Jerk. Stop doing what you're doing.
Ready your weapon before attacking. Keep in mind that what you're able to do depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn. When you're investigating or gathering items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon sheathed.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
I wanted the vulture. Vultures are cool.
You can gather honey and mix it with a potion to make mega potions. Over here!
You do not get to go anywhere else. Red pit. I think that's a projectile, yeah.
Got a slinger ammo. Great for getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction. Over here!
A pack of Jagras. Those are the monsters we're after.
Let's see how you hold up when you're on your own.
Burn. Alright. Time for me to learn how to use it with these controls. Why would you target the one all the way over there? Feels like my usual attack button has been switched around.
They're on the run. Don't let them get away.
I gotta
All the monster materials
split
we
them
can.
in half.
You can use them at the smithy.
I don't want a red pit.
Over here!
Parashroom combined with traps, I think, are pretty... No, I think you use those to paralyze monsters, and then you can trap them, and you don't have to kill them. If you're able to trap a monster rather than kill them, you get way more of their parts. Which feels contradictory. But I ain't complaining. And there's also plenty of other resources we can get. You need all of this combined with the monster parts in order to make new stuff.
Whoops. Whatever you can.
Stunning monsters is also extremely useful, because they don't really do anything. They might try to do an attack, but they can't really aim at you.
Keep it together, okay?
Excuse me. Yeah, Sinistar points out, in order to trap a monster, you have to wear it down heavily in the first place. And then use sleep bombs on it.
The weapon is losing its sharpness. Okay. Head home and report back to the old man.
Monsters don't really attack you once you've completed a mission or just waiting to go home. Which means I could just stand here and wail on him. Cinematic death. That would look impressive if I could see what's happening. And then at the end you also get bonus quest rewards. Parts for stuff, mostly. And if you don't want any, you can sell them from here. Your Pelico also gets stuff, but not too much. Research points you get from finding things like tracks and what have you. And I think you can use those as currency the same.
Good to see you.
Uh-huh.
And listen up.
Kill their children. That will silence them. Not right now.
All right. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
Well, first I want rewards. Lucky voucher, you can use that at the start of a mission to, I think, double the amount of money that you make. That's about it.
And listen up.
Then we can kill him easier.
Now that's hunting. What this world needs is harmony.
Oh, hello.
Hey, how you doing? I don't think you have to go to the Gathering Hub. You can just choose a mission and then wait and see if you gather up with other players. Or you can just go in solo. You don't have to go online. I don't want to think for how long I played the game before I realized the elevator was here.
My.
Yeah, you probably won't need anything from the ready-mades. But it's there. Nice to have the option, I suppose.
There you are, Fiver.
What? There you... Oh, there you are, Fiver. It sounded vaguely like a mixture of Scottish and... I've forgotten the actor's name, but... What is happening in front of me? The original Nutty Professor. His name just fell out of my head. Jerry Lewis, yes, thank you. I'm gonna upgrade my blade if I can. Bolson! Look at what I did. Yeah, you need a lot of stuff. You can also make new weapons using bones, and that opens up an entirely different skill tree, or upgrade tree, rather. Macalite, not like Malachite. You can also roll back upgrades if you want, but that's more if you want to upgrade down a different tree. Bit early for that. Yeah, for armors you use armor spheres. Not as much materials, I don't think. Yeah, it is nicer given the optional rollback. You can also forge stuff for your cat. I don't think there's much for me to forge for him right now, though. That's what you need research points for. So we'll be coming back for that later.
Greetings.
And then they fell into it. I only know how to fly. I can't even walk. Snow Starkey says, after major upgrades, you can't roll back. I feel like by then you don't really need to, so. I want to kick some ass. It's the same cutscene every time. It's not until we actually upgrade the canteen that you get a different cutscene. And also you can actually go back here and talk to him, and it's a different thing. Gains! Ignore the fact that you just ate. Order some more for me. You never need to talk to me again.
You can pick up quests from the quest board too.
I think that was the first line of dialogue that actually looked lip sync to her.
Sorry about having to check two places. We're on the hunt.
Research what they look like on the inside. You can also join a quest, that's how you go into online sessions. And you can narrow down what type of mission you want to do. I don't have many options. You might say I have no options. It does depend on the level of the other players, what mission they're on, what mission you're on in the main quest. You can't really do a mission you haven't done yet. Arigante, that is way in the future. An online session is kind of like servers. It's how many people are in one online session at a time. It's not necessarily like they're in your party. It's more like they have the ability to enter your party. For now, I'm gonna do what we're supposed to. And if people want to join me, then why not? Let them. It's not like I need the internet to stream. And I don't want to use the voucher just yet. Be a waste of extra money I could make. And if you don't want to wait on people, you can just immediately go. While you're out on the mission, you'll have the option to call for help. And then if anyone's online, they'll be able to join you.
Okay, our job is to cull a certain number of Castodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
I did not mean to use that. Whatever I just used. I'll get those little fuckers eventually. This is a little back area we don't use very often. Oh yeah, the whetstone. I feel like you have infinite whetstones. I could be wrong, but... point is, it wasn't a huge loss. God damn it, I want you, rabbit. Or hare. I want your hair. You do have infinite whetstones, yeah. It's just a matter of, in the middle of a fight, you kind of need to back off. Get to a safe place before you use it, because it takes a minute. Excuse me, how you doing? Oh, I missed it. Fine. Someday. I want to at least get a vulture. There's one over here. I don't care what they're actually called. They're vultures. I might actually be able to get one, because they're just circling. Very nearly. No, I think they're too high. My tummy. Ooh.
Ah, there we are.
I do not care.
My friend, our Castodon. Let's see you take him out on your own. Huh.
I am so bad at catching things today.
Be careful.
These guys are Kestodon. They're armored in their heads. Ooh, and that was a male. They're more armored in their heads. I was not near you at all. There it is. That's trigger and X. I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, cat, you just take care of that one. Or no, that's a male. So I guess the big one's the female. That tracks with animals.
Not bad.
Good work, I hate them. I can actually see over there, all the vultures have appeared.
Alright, let's look for another group.
I got one. A revulture.
One of the least of your worries. There are a lot bigger monsters lurking in this forest. Be careful. The endemic life around here can come in handy during a hunt. Try to learn as much as you can about them.
Become one of them. Make friends. People are mentioning that unlike old Monster Hunters, monster parts don't take up inventory space. It's more like there's a different bag for monster parts. So yeah. The only inventory you need to worry about is like your potions and your traps and what have you. Hang on. Priorities. Damn, and I'm bad at them. The bugs say you smell, bud.
Huh. Be careful.
Now this, I think, is where stones come in handy. I might be thinking of something else. A completely different game. I thought it could be used to pull enemies. It looked like it briefly stunned it. Yeah, I can pull. Not that it helps too much, 'cause I still got the rest of them coming in. With enemies this close to the ground, jumping around in the air doesn't help too much. Rescue says, I think the issue was that the stunning the monster canceled it getting pulled. Maybe. Because it looked briefly like it was coming after me, and then the brief stun would appear. I want to harvest some of these before their bodies disappear. Okay, so maybe it doesn't matter what the males and females look like. Excuse me, cat. Oh, look at all the fish. Every one of these resource piles you get 3 items from. Nice, I knocked it over.
Good work. That just about wraps up our work here. Right. Hey, come here. I think I found something.
You can wait on me. We got the fishing rod. See if I can actually get anything.
Over here.
He was tired of me fucking around.
Look at those Kestodon. Something's up with them. Now,
Look at that frog thing.
Gotcha! Alright, partner. New assignment incoming. Take down that Great Jagras. If you're not ready, you can return to base and take on the Great Jagras quest later.
Want to get going?
I want to fish.
Losing its sharpness. Create some distance, then use a whetstone. If you need to call your friends for help, go to the menu and select SOS Flare to signal.
Sinistar says, Great Jagras, the Vorguana.
Against some of the tougher monsters. In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster, we need to keep finding traces of it. Like footprints, for example.
I still them to actually show you the fish you could potentially catch. I'm clearly doing this wrong. Yeah, I was. I kept pressing the wrong button. Nope. Do I need to wait for him to pull it down in the water? Angela. So when the lure gets dragged underwater. Doesn't feel like that's just happening, though. Okay, I feel like it bugged out there because it got pulled down. Do I have to hold the button down? Because I'm kind of hammering it. I want that swordfish, damn it. Look at that big boy. Guess the problem is I don't know what the fuck B applies to because I'm using a fucking PS2 controller. Maybe I can change that in the settings. Well, not in any of these settings. How am I? I'm alright. Okay, you know what? I'm done with this. Anyway, let's go find Frog Monster. Old skid marks. Delicious. B should be circle. I was pressing circle and it wasn't working. So for the first few footprints or whatever you find, you don't know what it is. Find some more, then you do know what it is.
Good. You're turning up a lot of clues.
And then you can follow where it is. Oh, another bunny. Whatever. Yes, I got it.
Okay. We've tracked the
Okay.
enough for the scout flies to lead us to it.
And you can keep finding footprints and what have you to... I'm going to stop saying what have you. To keep getting more research points. You can also capture these things. An omen fly. That's how you know it's bad. And those are also pets. Potentially. Gotta give me more than that, cat.
You're less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera.
Flying through the air is a lot of timing. You don't want to attack too soon, otherwise you just completely miss the monster.
Monsters are running away. Use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you
He just sounded annoyed. Monster's running away. He didn't run very far. Now the key with Monster Hunter is chopping off all their different bits. Because those are the bits you can harvest and get more stuff from, so I want to chop off his tail. Might have to actually get in close. What little that is just a baby carriage he's running around with. You can also do things like break the spikes up his back. Break that cat mane that he's got. Looks more like I'm hitting Shadow.
Okay, the monster's tired. Now's your chance to deal some serious damage.
If you could keep up with it. And now he's fat. That also means he's gonna be barfy. Yes, I mounted him. Now I can just flip around him, and when the rain gets red, that means it's gonna try and shake you off. So you either gotta brace or you gotta jump to a different spot. This is why I like the insect glaive so much, because it's pretty easy to mount a monster this way. Oh, and I broke something. That somehow dropped a trap.
Okay, monster's trapped in the vines. Now hit it with all you've got.
Oh cool, I didn't even plan for that. Hit it for all you've got in the 2 seconds that you're aware.
Dodge their attacks. You don't want to take hits like that head on.
Look out! Your health is low. Keep your distance and use a potion.
My cat's good at keeping me healed if I'm not paying attention. I also like doing that because it's a little harder for them to hit you.
Look, the monster's almost done for. Chances are it'll retreat to its nest to recuperate.
Eh. Not Charlie. Excuse me. Now I think these I use for cooking. That does not help me, game.
If you run out of stamina, you'll be winded and vulnerable. Veteran hunters know to always keep an eye on that gauge.
That was bad timing. This would be easier if you would actually aim.
Don't attempt to engage a monster when your weapon has lost its sharpness. Your attacks will be weak and easily deflected.
Tastes like death. Ironically.
Oh boy, that monster's really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
Or I can just blind it again. I broke something else.
Okay, let's head back and report to the old man.
Remember to harvest the bits off the monster while the timer's going. Gee, I wonder where it is. If you knocked out a monster and captured it, you'll only have like 20 seconds. Because you won't need the time to harvest anything. You're taking it directly back. Hooray! Yeah.
I think we got a lead.
Maybe. Let's check it out. Hey.
Aw, it's ugly. Puke puke.
Well, you were right. There's our mark.
You could also call it pukey pukey. As Star Exploder just did. Yep, he does puke, so.
I'm agitated. Look over there. What in the heck is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You think it's from Zora Magdaros?
I'd like to find out. But we better report back first. All right?
I don't know what to do with the worm thing. Take it all. And take it all. Almost all the way. Welcome to this world. So I think with them saying report to the research group, I think that means I can do some other missions. That took a long time.
I see.
Yukiondo asked if Big Sword Guy has a name. Nope, nobody has any actual name, it's just a title.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Want to get going?
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that Puke Puke.
I wonder where the resource center is.
Look at the Poogle! It's a pig in pajamas. You can pet it for a little bit, but only for a little bit. Star Spiller says sometimes they're in pajamas, other times they're in diapers. Well, one of those is adorable.
Oh, you are too good to me.
Rescue says the trick is to stop petting them at the right time. Yeah. Does anything happen if you stop petting at the right time? And why would they ever make you stop petting?
Don't let me down.
If you do it right enough times, it becomes your pet.
Okay, let's get this expedition underway. Meet me at the gate.
Keep that stored away. Keep most of it stored away, frankly. And now that I've got all that in there, I can press Y to restock. So it'll move all this out of my inventory.
You can go on an expedition just by heading out through the gate. Or you can use the world map. Whatever's easiest for you. Want to get going? Right now, we're in Astera. If you want to go on an expedition, open your world map and choose your destination. For this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest. We can expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
It would be if you couldn't get to places outside of the story. I think I said that wrong. You can only get to new places in the story. Jojo Man Returns asks, there's a Netflix She-Ra that just got released, and is wondering if you watched that or Star vs. Force of Evil Season 2 lately. Not lately, I'm caught up on Star vs. Forces of Evil. I have not watched the new She-Ra. Expeditions are basically just open world.
If I get to the campsite first, or if you're lost, open up your map or use your scout flies to track me.
I want to catch these fuckers out of principle now.
Whenever you leave the base
Yes.
without signing up for a quest, you'll go on an expedition. There's no time limit or cap on how many times you're allowed to faint, which means you can explore to your heart's content.
Now this is interesting. Let's report our findings to everyone at the resource center when we get back.
Weird, there are still monsters out here. Ooh, that looks like dung. Aha. There's a guy over here.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy.
Good lord. I would love the lore if I was good at it.
I just love me some good fishing.
Should be able to see a pink Parexis, and I hear the... Don't get mad at me, I'm not doing anything to you. There we go, finally. There we go, pink Parexis.
Nice catch.
Oh yeah, Bryce Cube says, if you're not good at / do not like fishing, you can just use a capture net. Yep. As an example... That's something. Something jumped, too. Oh, that's what he caught. Holy hell. That's a coelacanth. Can I catch that? No. Well, then he just drops it back in. What a polite man. Oh yeah, and I want one of these. Piss. Rescue thinks that was actually a monster he caught. It might be, actually, yeah. I think you can find those guys on the other side of this map, actually. Yes, I got the pink one! The pilot hair. They're a little rarer. Sunbloom, I don't know what that's for. Ooh, a bug. $500 points. That was worth it. Man, it just occurred to me, because I can use a capture net instead of the fishing net. Fishing net, there. My damn brain. The fishing rod. Stop attacking it, cat. I could have just used the net to catch that swordfish, probably. Don't be loud in my house. Ooh, that's unfortunate. There's that big pink T-Rex we saw earlier. I doubt I'm equipped/strong enough to take him on right now.
You can assign a target destination for your scout flies on the map.
Ooh. Grimalkin's doodle. I didn't know that was over here. And I've played a lot of this map. Can't jump from there. It's too green. I think I'm able to climb this vine. Maybe not. There are later vines I think you can climb. It's another pilot. Oh, it's another pink bird. I just keep scaring them off. Oh, God. Yeah, I want a bit of that. Oh yeah, Snowstarky says the net will scare away the fish. So gotta make it a good shot. Well, I got a sushi fish. And I got more of these dudes to kill. And get beamed in the face from. You guys ought to take some damage from me, why don't you? Hitting him in the heads must do a real number on your weapon sharpness. Oof. And that. I think if you hit them in the head hard enough, it also stuns them. But not in that way. You missed, cat. Kind of focused here.
Over here.
If you take too long, I think these turn into corpses and they can't do anything. Or like decayed corpses. My friends! Flew into the ground. I think that was just me. There's another Jagras around here. Killing those guys won't give you any parts. Ooh, speaking of Jagras. They'll just give you raw meat. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Oh no, I don't want to anymore. What was that noise? That's the one downside to flying around is you can easily miss them entirely.
Over here.
Oh shit. Anjanath. He's come to play. As long as he doesn't come to play with me, which kind of looks like he is. That's one of the fun things that can happen in open world. Can't go through there. Black Assassin asks, is it leading you into its den for backup when you give it a lot of damage? It might be. If anything, it leads you through the smaller Jagras area.
Over here.
Hello.
Yummy. Be cute if you could plop it in there and get, like, guppies or something. I need to scrape this off the wall. That'll tell me where they are. Ooh, ants. You can also make those your pet if you wanted. Just a line of ants walking through your bedroom. Oh, and I see you.
Over here.
I got a butterfly. A flutterfly, excuse me. Which is probably more accurate to what they are.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scout flies are taking you. You can also use it to keep tabs on monsters.
That is not right. What are you doing? They don't let you completely drop. Now this is a smaller monster. You see it a couple times. They're not hard to kill. Basically angry fat mudfish. It's murder on the sharpness, all that water. Gajow. See ya, Jojo Man. Thanks for watching. They do look like massive prehistoric catfish, as Black Assassin says. Like the heavy lumbering through the water. Ooh. So, like, you can kick those during a fight to paralyze monsters. It's a bit rude, but also kind of funny. Careful, it also paralyzes you. Ain't that right, kitty? I want another.
Over here.
Yeah, I don't know how far I am from that, so just get used to me taking forever. Old mucus. The tastiest of all types.
You can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
Well, I want to find where the new one's supposed to be. Anjanath is way over there. And it's on its way to take on the Grey Jagras again. Or if he doesn't piss off first.
Your stamina cap has dropped. Eat some well-done steak to restore it to max.
Or a ration. I think, yeah. Here's something outside. Something angry. Can I catch this thing? Yes. It's a lizard. And I think I cut a bat. Yeah. Nice, I don't even need to go over there to catch it. I'm not bothering you, I'm just running through your bed. Wow, that was a jump. Oh good, one of the flying wyverns. There we go, we found the camp finally. Oh look who it is. Egg and rock asshole. Asshole. Krulolampa! What do I do?
If we don't take care of that pest, the camp won't last the night.
Oh yeah.
And I do not want to fight the Anjanath.
To return to base from an expedition, open the wildlife map and switch to the world map. Then select Astera.
So I think I have to actually end the expedition, and then we'll get the mission to fight it later. I could also just look around, see if I can find here somewhere. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, there he is. Let's just go kick his ass, why not? Brightscoop says he's not used for any weapons. I think he is, it's just not for a long time, weirdly. That bug was upset. Hang on, you're hurting me. There's also a thing using this and the Kinsect. That's how you really increase your strength with this weapon. And also your, just how you fight with it. If I'm remembering correctly. Here's where the fight gets annoying. He picks up a rock and he actually uses it as a shield. So now I got a red 1. And an orange 3. So now I've got this big cutting move as I fly through the air. And I can only do that when I've got the Kinsect marked on an enemy. Get some stamina regen from the Wiggly Lichy. The Itchy Lichy. Yeah. Somehow it trapped itself. There we go, when you get a slash fury. There we go, that knocks it over. And now you've got free hits all you want. Unless you hit it in the ass. Out of the way, this is my fight. I think I broke off his mohawk. There we go. His bird hawk. I do not want to faint here.
Taking hits like that repeatedly will stun you, meaning you won't be able to move.
See a big boy over there. Is that the Anjanath? I'm not pleased at the prospect. Unless he wants to kill a Kuluyaku for me. Yep, it's the Anjanath. Looks like there's something here, eats it. No. Just flat no. Yes. He had my idea, just jump after him. bean me in the face. You just stand there. It's nice framing. What did I step in? Oh, I think I... Oh no, I got... It looks like I cut off his tail, but I think I just got a mark on it. While they're still stunned, make my escape. This is not a useful camera angle. Wait. I want some of them bones. Oh, hell. Let's see, where did it go? Let Angie pass me. Eee, we're naked. Good riddance. My one place of solace. I love that little helicopter flight that I do. Just poke you in the head. As the white gets smaller, he's more likely to fall over. And you can do a slash fury. Right on his ass. Oh, he's limping now. If you were to trap a monster, which unfortunately I can't do right now, them limping is the point where you want to do it. Because that's the point where they can no longer resist it. I don't really need the help with the Grimalkins. Just finding them for the hell of it. Oh yeah, I'm tired. Ah, I can't be stunned, I'm blind! Your Vigor Wasp needs me, not I need your Vigor Wasp. I killed it by shooting it? I just want it for the points. Actually, I don't know if I'm even getting points. Is there a way I can switch to the Grimalkins? I don't see them on the map. But, aha, that also works. Let's go kick their ass. Star Exploder Rex says, I've heard cases where there have been monsters were weakened to the point where they died because of getting pelted with a paintball. Yeah, paintballs were how you tracked monsters in the older Monster Hunters. In here, it's just the scent flies. Or scout flies. Whichever they are. They pick up on scents, so. We're going high up into the trees. This is where the really dangerous wyverns like to hide. Like the ones that look like wyverns when you think wyverns. Not those guys. Those are actually smaller, I think. I think you can use those to fly around. You just latch onto them. It's kind of mean. Alright. I'm gonna get the Grimalkins, then I'm gonna leave. And I think I'm gonna call a stream after that. Had a couple of good hours of monster fun. Done a couple of hunts. There's a big piggy. These guys, I think... I know they're not dangerous, but I think you can kill them for their skin. In fact, I think sometimes they'll actually lead you to stuff. Moss swine. But I know you can use their skin for some things. Wait. An odd bug, I think, is a god bug, rather, is good. Come on, my friend. I have a cat with me. Beetle Jesus? It's a god bug.
That takes care of the mission.
Beetle Jesus is his dad.
Go home whenever you're ready.
Severe purring, master.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos.
Yeah, when you find a campsite, you have to actually contribute resources for it, though. There's no way I could have actually made that. I will say I've never done this, because I never found the Grimalkins in this area. Little lizards. I want. Grappling hook. Oh, that does a number on my stamina. Oh, they look like lynxes. Yay, that was easy. Nice, and I got an achievement for that. First friends. And now Trap Wiz is gonna follow us around. It's almost too bad that I'm done. And then we can fast travel back to the camp, the first one. Yep, those are the guys you latch onto. They're not dangerous wyverns. Although you can kill them and harvest them. So many tutorials. Palico found a ton of stuff. Yep, it's an uber wyvern.
Magnifique. Don't let me down. I have something special just for you.
Well, it auto-crafts for me, so it's not like I need to. Oh, that will be easy.
Oh, you came through.
Oh, I got a voucher for that. Yep. So I need to kill an Anjanath. And I need to find a Monster Bone L. I don't know if I could find those in this area. Yeah, she made it sound like I needed to give way more than I had to. I'm maxed on Mega Potions. And I got a diced steak for that. That's not super necessary. Limited bounty. I think since nothing came up, that means that I haven't found any of that. I haven't found the monster you need to fight. That or I haven't killed one. I can register requests. So these are pretty nice. These are quick, easy ways to get armor spheres. Just every time you're out on a mission or an expedition, you can collect the mushrooms, the bone piles, the plants, kill monsters, mine. All of that will add up. And you'll get a bunch of armor spheres and you can really upgrade your armor. And also gives you research points. Also, you can register investigations. These are mostly hunts. It's sort of like the missions, except it's specifically... like, these are specific missions, and you can tell from over at the bottom there, where there's a bronze, silver, and gold stuff. You get really good rewards depending on which of these you choose. You don't need to do all of these. And you can do some of these multiple times. Right at the top, sir, it says left. That means how many times you can do that investigation. So I'm going to take this one, even though I can't capture anything right now yet. And you get, yeah, you do get a time limit. 15 minutes for a Grey Jaggeris is probably doable. Vespoids, are they in this area? They're more in the next area, I think. At least I know they're there, definitely. No, they are in the Ancient Forest, so I guess they are. So a lot of these you don't need to do, because they're really basic. And you don't get a lot of rewards. Like, different rewards and difficulties for the exact same mission. Like, nothing changes. So, look at this. You have lower failure conditions, but less rewards. You have more reward money here for no real reason. It's a little odd. It's a little early to try and hunt both of those at the same time, so I'm not going to go for that, but that's other stuff you can do. But for now, I'm going to call the stream here. It's been 2.5 hours. My throat's getting a little tired. I might stream some more another time. I'm running low on things that I want to stream. Yeah, sorry for the few folks who came like right at the last 10 minutes. Streaming during the afternoon on a weekday doesn't give that many people a chance to watch. But I may stream more. So the game actually runs pretty well on my computer. It did slow down a couple times, mostly during cutscenes, not actually during the game itself, so suggests good things for the future. Anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.